Hey everybody, it's Grace. It's been a busy day for me today, but I was going to do a video on narcissistic rage, okay, and how I've seen it. And basically I just did a video on the narcissistic supply, injury, now rage. So if you want the other ones, go back and watch those. Yeah. Okay, what I've seen is when I always called them fits of rage. And what I saw in people that do that have the fits of rage, I never thought of it as just one kind of problem for them. Okay, so these days people call any kind of abuses. A lot of people do. Abuse is narcissistic, but for me, what I've seen is like a diabetic. Say a diabetic has had too much sugar. I've seen that. Type 1 and type 2. I don't know that for a fact. I'm not a healthcare professional, but I've seen it, that they have too much sugar, too much glucose going in, too much carbohydrates, and they get really mean, just snippy, rude, abusive. And some would say, well, if it's not part of their character already, they wouldn't do that. I don't know. I'm diabetic, and I can get rude, but not really abusive. So, maybe not. I don't know. I don't even know if what happens to me is, I would call it rude. It's more like I'm not as nice as I usually am. More stern with what I say. And that, or I fall asleep, or clean everything in sight. One of those happens. Usually, the thing is I fall asleep. Yeah. Okay, but some people, I've seen them do that, have too much sugar, and they go into a rage. You're awful, everybody's awful. Usually it's their target, their supply. They just go off and just say all kinds of awful, mean, hateful things. And these, whenever they do that, I say that this is them. This is what's in them, the type of person they are, and they've just been holding it down and the rest of the time, and they have too much sugar, they go off. Yeah, but I've also seen people who do it in a cyclical fashion, and I wonder about bipolar, if they're bipolar. I don't know. I'm not diagnosing. Okay, but I have also seen some of them go off, or heard about it, when the smallest thing can set them off, and I shouldn't even put it that way, because it makes it sound like the person who's saying stuff is at fault, and it's not. We all say things sometimes that is, maybe it's wrong, or we disagree with someone. Simple disagreement with somebody can set them off because they think they're supposed to. They're the ones who know it all, and they are the ones everybody should listen to and follow their lead, and they're perfect along this line. And if you disagree with something and you point it out, I don't agree. Yeah, they some of them will just go off and into a fit of rage, and rant and rage at you, and could be even threatening and so forth. But yeah, that's because they felt this little narcissistic injury, not little to them, it could be huge. Even if you disagree with them about the weather, you go outside, you say it's cold, they say it's cold, and you say, well, it's not that bad. Oh man, that can get them into a rage, because don't you dare to them, don't you dare tell me I'm wrong. They don't want to be wrong. It'll set them off. But like I usually say in my videos, one size doesn't fit all. That not all of them do the same thing in the same way, same fashion or anything. People are different. One person to the next, people are different. But yeah, I've seen that. I've seen the rage. I've actually seen also their victims of their rage. When the narcissist has made it to where the victim is so afraid to say anything, because the narcissist will go into a rage. They're so afraid they can't even protect themselves. They can't even say, no, I disagree with you. They can't say anything, because that person will go into a rage and become threatening, and just a rage is bad enough. So I've seen the target go off also into a rage, but the rage would be something more, something more like a run outside and scream, or because they're just so enraged by what this person said or did, and they can't do it in front of them. So they go outside and scream, or go get in their car and scream, go into a rage and about what was, the injustice of it all, and scream. Usually it involves a scream. Yeah, I've seen some do that. I've seen a couple of them do that. One of them actually then went to what I've always heard of as word salad. Not what you might hear other people say, but the word salad is where say a sentence does not make any sense. The words are all mixed together like you would see in a salad. It doesn't make any sense. Like somebody might say the duck. Well, they say it all together as one sentence. The duck. We just passed the school, so the duck school walked, ran tomorrow. But they say it really fast, and none of it makes sense. And I've actually seen that the words themselves, one word would be like you play the scramble game. It wasn't called scramble when they scramble up all the words. I would think so. that thing. The words aren't words. Okay, they're so enraged that they're not speaking. Sorry about that. It's pollen season. Yeah. But you know what I'm saying, or do you know what I'm saying? And I've seen word salad and all that. So anyway, but in both situations, you can see that somebody's throwing a fit. And I wouldn't say that anybody you see who's throwing a fit is a narcissist, because, like I just pointed out, their targets can become enraged and yell, scream, all that. I'm going to wrap this video up. It's my allergies are getting to me, all that pollen. So if you want to subscribe, click the circle. If you want to watch another video on this channel, click one of the rectangles. Like, subscribe, comment, and share if you would. And I'll talk to you on another video. Bye.